I try to wake up before my kiddos, and I try to read my word, journal, go ahead and make something for myself to eat, just making sure that I'm pouring into myself, finding out more and more that in order for me to pour into others, I have to make sure that I'm getting poured into as well. I'm not even gonna lie, being pregnant does make it that much harder, but I must say my husband does do a lot to make things that much more comfortable for me. It is hard, doing things by myself, like when he goes to work, in other words, but just having somebody help me, it does make a huge difference, because some mornings I'm not up to really making anything. Some mornings I could barely even feed myself, so it's like just having somebody there to help does help me a lot. Having my quiet time is most important to me. I feel like it really helps me get my day started in the way that I'd like for it to go. That's something I never want to compromise. Granted, sometimes I can't do it in the morning the way I would like to, but I always try to find a time where I do have my quiet time to take care of me. Wake up time at our house is a little bit different because everybody in our house wakes up at a different time. My 4-year-old wakes up first, and then my 2-year-old wakes up. So what I normally do is put on a show, something just to start the morning off a little, relaxed. I have my 4-year-old watch something, and then when my 2-year-old wakes up, that's when we go ahead and start breakfast. Being that I am pregnant, our academic space is usually my bedroom. I'm a big believer of getting things done as simple and stress-free as possible. And right now for me, that looks like as much time as possible in my bedroom resting. During my breakfast time, I like to go ahead and sometimes prep their breakfast time if it's something like the eggs, because my youngest is quite picky to the point where sometimes he won't even eat. And then unless it's like yogurt or fruit, stuff like that. But when it comes to him eating actual meals, it can be hard. So I like to prep his food with mine. And then with my son, he's really simple. My oldest son, he's really simple. You can just ask him what he wants. And right now, that's something that I'm utilizing a lot. I just ask them what they want, make it simple and easy for everybody. Right now, we do the easier meals, the cereals, the eggs, the waffles, stuff like that. Corn dogs, easy stuff. I went ahead and gave my oldest a banana too. I try to incorporate the fruits and the vegetables as much as I can. I'm not sure if you've already watched my other weekend routine video, but Judah, my baby, Judah Ezekiel, he is eating much better by himself, although I still want to put that high chair up. But yeah, we'll see. And right now, they're just going ahead and talking to Daddy on FaceTime from work. Daddy's on his break, so they're talking to their daddy.
Have you seen me? No, I'm eating bananas. You seen them? I eat egg and bananas.
Now is academic time for the kiddos. You guys, I love to teach, but I have come to find that this kind of teaching is not for me. Let teachers be teachers, and let's be blessed by them. Because, oh my gosh, guys, we're not even going to get into it. But this is a teacher I found on YouTube. Her name is Miss Monica. You guys should definitely look for her. She does like a circle time type of thing. It's not very long, but honestly, I'm not going to lie. I have seen change in my son academically from the first time everything started up until this point. Meaning from the first time when, they stopped going to school. It was a little hard finding out what to teach them, being that he's only 4 years old. But she does the different things that they do in his school. At least that's what he would tell me. He's like, oh my gosh, Mommy, they do all the stuff that we do in my school. So I'm like, ooh, this is really going to work. And it has been working. She has different activities. She goes over different things. And you can actually see progress. And now moving on to my baby. he does stuff with me. He brings his little books and we go over different things, and I try to separate them unless the little one wants to do what my oldest wants to do. I don't mind that at all, but I don't let my oldest mix with my youngest because he needs to be getting developing faster. Yeah. That is a peacock, baby.
And then Victor. Wood, backbone, shark, fish, a little fish.
What is it?
Little fish.
That's right, a little fish. Where's big fish?
Big fish.
Good job. Show me butterfly.
Baby.
Where's drums?
Thumbs.
Good job. Where's Scooter?
I thought thumbs.
That's right, that's drums, baby.
I thought the thumbs. I thought the thumbs.
You know how to play the drums?
Yes.
Good job. I do a lot of multitasking, but I don't mind it at all because I have to make sure that everybody is learning. And I am so thankful once again for Miss Monica because she shows up Monday through Friday ready and prepared to teach these kids. So it's truly a blessing. Like I said, make sure you guys go check her out on YouTube. What's today, King?
I want to know what it is today. Let's go over to our board because yesterday was.
Judah, what is this?
It's Tuesday.
Let's go down one.
Good job, baby. It is Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday. Oh, look. Tuesday has a little A for it. Today is Tuesday.
A lobster. I know it's
That is a lobster. Good job, Judah.
It's A.
That's right, King.
I remember this song. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-O, with a moo here and a moo there, here and a there and everywhere. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
I like to make sure that I incorporate some kind of physical education daily for the kids. What I do is I just get on YouTube and I find any kind of lesson that they have there. All you have to do is type in physical education for kids or exercise for kids. Today I have them doing a children's Zumba lesson, and then later I have them doing a children's exercise lesson. I especially like the exercise portion of the day because both of them get to do it together, so that's always fun. And this is their actual exercise routine that I was talking to you about earlier. It's actually quite fun. Every now and then I'll join them or my husband would join them, so it's pretty fun. After he finishes this exercise, he feels so accomplished, and that honestly makes me so happy because every day it's as though we didn't do it the day before. It's brand new every day. But she does have some other ones that she teaches as well, so just check on YouTube like I was saying. Like I was saying earlier, I try to make things as simple as possible. So here you have me making lunch, and lunch is very simple: peanut butter and jelly. As you guys can even see over here, I have my squeezable jelly because it's easier. And that's really what I'm trying to do this entire quarantine / this time whereas I am with child. So right here, they're just saying their prayers and eating the lunch that I prepared for them. Also, a tip I wanted to add is whatever you can do earlier in the day as far as food, putting things together, I feel like it's always smart to do that. On days when I feel a bit stronger, I actually make my breakfast, the kids' breakfast, and I also go ahead and prepare lunch as well. Putting a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old to sleep is not the easiest, but we still have to make sure they're getting their adequate amount of rest, and that includes nap time.
Mommy, look at the doggy.
Normally their dad is not home at this time, but being that he is home, he does like to assist me in taking the kids outside and just having fun with them. I do try to make it a habit for the kids to go outside daily, just as they would in the regular schools. The goal for me is to mimic a regular school day as much as possible, using the resources that I have while also taking care of all the things that I need to take care of.
Get set, go.
You let myself fall.
Let's go with it. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. Alright, good. You good. Stop right there. Good job, guys.
After recess time, they come in, they get all cleaned up, and then they have snack time. This snack time will hold them over up until dinner time. And after snack time, I like to have them do more of a winding down activity because their day is pretty much over at this point. So they'll journal and just wind down. Although journaling is one of their favorite activities, especially my oldest, I still like to use the wind down period to also read to them. So if they're not journaling, a lot of times they're getting their reading done at this point. Either way, it's more of a calming activity, letting them know that school is pretty much over for the day. And since Dad is home, of course he helps with dinner, and then I let them have, or really we all have, family fun together. Well, that is our weekly Monday through Friday routine. Thank you guys so much for watching. I want to also take out this time to just encourage all moms and caregivers to keep doing your best and keep putting in effort, because that's what really matters. Make the schedule/routine that best meets your needs and the needs of your family. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you comment, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe. And don't forget, if you live to love, you would love to live. Bye guys. Also, don't be afraid to follow me on my other social media accounts as well.